Hi guys, this is Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. It is the mid-year freakout video. I was tagged in it by the lovely Simone from Me, Simone and I. Now I just watched Linda's video from Linda's World of Books yesterday and I loved it, so I hope this video compares to hers and Simone's obviously. Bear with me guys, I don't have all the books with me because some of them I've lent to other people, some of them were lent to me. But they've all been very special to me, so obviously I look forward to explaining them to you. So I'll be looking at my notes, so bear with me while I do that. Okay, so the first question is, what is the best book you've read of the year 2019? Now that's really hard for me because I've read so many amazing books. So many books that have either brought me tears or maybe laughter. But there are two that have really strung out at me. The first one is This Is Gonna Hurt by Adam Kay. That one I loved because it was so real, it was so true to life, and obviously because it was non-fiction it made it even better. And to me, being in the fact that I've been in hospital quite a few times, I think I related quite a lot to that book, so yeah, that's why I've chosen that one. And the other one was Turtles All the Way Down by John Gray. Now I loved that because I related to her, the lead character. I thought it was very real, I thought it was a mixture. Yes, it was YA contemporary, but it was very real and very easy to relate to, and I thought the characters were so well written, so I loved that book. The next one is best sequel you've read in 2019. That was easy for me, because I've not really read too many sequels. The best one was A Crooked Heart by Lisa Evans. Now, I loved this book. It was the sequel to Old Baggage, I had to think for a second, which is another one of my favourites. And I loved it. I loved the story in it. I think it's very exciting. It's real. It's, again, 5-star book, and I loved it. So, well done, Lisa. By the way, the author's lovely. So, I really loved that book. The next one is the new release that you haven't read yet but were planned to. Well, this was easy. Raw. This copy was given to me by Simone, by Me, Simone and I. And I've got another copy given to me by Charlie, from Charlie Broke My Sister. I love it. It's a new release. It's exciting. It's got I don't know if you can see this, guys, but it's got her signature on it, so it's a signed copy. It's gorgeous. It's a load of short stories by Cecilia Ahern. It's a beautiful, beautiful book, and I loved it. So I really can't wait to read that. I'm actually planning to read that in July, so you'll see that on my TBR. Actually, you might have already seen it, depending on when this goes out. Sorry. Right, the next one is most anticipated release for the second part of the year. I've got this is really hard because I've got 2 books, but one of them is answering another question, so I think I'll leave it at this one. The Girl Who Speaks Fair. This is the book from the author of The House with Chicken Legs. I love that book. I've heard about this book that I'm just talking about for quite a while. I follow the author on Twitter. She's, again, lovely. And I can't wait. It's one of many books that... By the way, guys, why are all the best books that are coming out in the second half of the year coming out within about a month of each other? It's not fair. My bank balance is going to hate me. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to that one. The next one was biggest disappointment of the year. For me, Outwardly Persuasion. Hated it. Yes, I didn't DNF it, but I still absolutely, completely and utterly hated it. The other answer to this I'm now thinking about is The Milkman, because I didn't like that either. But that could have been my thing, because I don't like books told from it's told really weirdly, the way it's told. I think it's from subconscious or something. Someone else described it really good differently, but I don't like that one. Okay, the biggest surprise of the year. The Quiet Girl in a Noisy World by Debbie Tong. I have never read graphic novels before that. Charlie had been speaking about her work, and I basically said, can I borrow some graphic novels? I need to get started. A.G. McDonald talks about them, and I really wanted to get started on them. And Charlie lent me that, and it was like looking at an autobiography almost. Yes, I seem confident. Yes, I seem loud. But I'm a big book club, as you well know, and I'm not actually that confident in real life. So, yeah. So I really related to that character. I may seem outwardly external, but inside a lot of me has questions, don't we all? But obviously, I thought that was beautiful anyway, so that was a really big surprise how much I loved that book. The next one was favourite new author, debut or new to you. Now, you guys know I've got several favourite authors, but the ones that I think that I've started reading this year, and that surprised me how much I really loved them, have been Lisa Evans and Khaled Hosseini. Lisa Evans, totally different authors, aren't they? Lisa Evans, obviously I started reading Old Baggage, then I read Cricket Heart. I loved them both, found them both really excited, and I'm trying to hunt for more of her books, so if anyone finds them for me, let me know. Carly Ticini, again, I've read A Thousand Splendid Suns, I've read The Kite Runner, I've got, I think it's a short poetry book that Simone got me, and I've got When the Mountains Echo, that book there, so I'm going to be reading that soon. But again, I really loved his work. I think that he writes so well, it's really exciting. Yes, he's telling a lot of stories from abroad and from Afghanistan. They're very real, they're very hard-hitting, they have a lot of triggers in them, but they're so well written that I really enjoyed them. So he's another author that I will now plan to look out for all his work, because I thought he's brilliant. The next one is Newest Fictional Crush. Now, I don't tend to get crushes on books in the boys in books. TV characters, yes. Book characters, not so much. But this is going to be one that you're going to all laugh at, so I expect... This is Sean from Notting Hill with Love, actually. It's a great chick lit book. I reread it this year, around about the time of my op, and I read it in this one, and I read the follow-up one to that, and I basically fell in love with him. He's so funny, so cute, and he sounds gorgeous. So yes, he's my little new crush of the year. I wonder if I'll get any more, I wonder. I don't tend to read much, some books. It was quite hard, actually, but yeah. That one was my weird one, so please don't laugh at me too much. Okay, now, newest favourite character. Again, this was really, really tough. I've written down one answer, but I think I may give you two. My newest favourite character, I think, is Baba Yaga from The House with Chicken Legs. Her character is amazing. She is a warm woman who really looks after her granddaughter. She really inspires her, she helps her, and she understands her, and I really loved her. I will now say the other one, which is Matty Simkin from... Actually, no. I do like Matty Simkin, but no, actually, I'm going to go with her colleague, Flea, otherwise known as Florrie, in Old Baggage. I loved the character. I loved that book, as you well know. Another fantastic, fantastic book. But Florrie is Flea is just so well written. She's supportive, she's strong. She basically stands up to Matty in so many ways, but at the same way she's that understated character that's so well written. She may not be the leading character, but she's understated, but she's so fantastic, and I really liked her. So, yeah, sorry guys, I'm giving multiple answers on these questions. Now, book that made you cry. Again, I've been crying on quite a few books this year. I am very, very emotional. I cry at the silliest of things, even like silly TV programmes. But the book that really, really made me cry actually this year was The Tattooist of Auschwitz. This book is fantastic. I loved it. I really, really, really loved it, if you hadn't guessed. Yes, it's traumatic. I think the only thing that made it more bearable to me is the fact that even in the back, so I can say this, that the guy, Lael, lives. It's the story of Lael, who is a German... I don't know if he's German, but basically he arrived in Auschwitz and he ended up being the tattooist. He was given the job as tattooist. You hear so many hard stories about what he went through then, but then you also have the love story, which again can be quite hard because they had to really battle for their relationship. I think to me the only thing that stopped me from going the loop with the book was the fact that we knew he survived and we knew that both sort of did, because it does tell you in the end, it does sort of tell you the back really, but it's their story. But it made me cry in so many areas. The things that people went through in those war camps is horrendous. To me, I really found that horrible doctor, I really can't remember his name, he was one of the worst people in the war. You know, you hear of Hitler, but he was almost as bad as Hitler in my opinion, because the things he put people through in the prison wings, and you hear a little bit about it, not too much, but you hear a little bit about that. What he put people through in those hospitals. Hospitals are supposed to be somewhere you go to get better, but it was more like experimental things, and things that he did to the men, women and children there is just horrendous. So that really made me cry, as well as obviously the other stories in that place. But that book made me cry throughout the whole book. I'm going to turn my page now. This has been a bit longer than I planned because I'm rambling. You guys know what I'm like. The book that made you happy. Again, a lot of books did. I'm lucky that, yes, there's a lot that made me cry, but a lot made me happy. But the one that stands out to me is If You Could Go Anywhere by Paige Toon. I think the thing that made me the happiest was the way that the leading character had to sort of obviously go out. Yes, she had to go out of her comfort zones, and she travelled to Italy to meet her biological father. But it's the case, I think that what made me happy was it was her story of breaking out of the mould. Yes, sort of going for things, going for her goals, and not being afraid to try new things, not being afraid to step out of her comfort zone. And to me, that made me really smile, so I really loved that. I love page 2 books, as you well know. Okay. Most beautiful book that you've bought so far or you've received. Again, another really tough one. You've seen some fantastic covers that I've shown you already today. But this one, Rock Chick, was given to me by Bailey. I got this in the post. It was a gift to get. It's my get well gift. And it is fantastic. Don't you love the colours? Don't you love this film bit? Don't you love the rock star bit? Oh my god. Oh, by the way, I really fell in love with that book. I now want all the it's the start of one apparently. There's other books by the same author in the same series. So didn't realise you start one series and you end up wanting all of them. But I love the cover of that book. I thought it was beautiful. What books do you want to have read by the end of the year? Again, there's so many of the ones I've spoken about. To me, it's the big one. The big two really at the moment are the Silker's Journey. I can't remember. Basically, it's the sequel to Tattooist of Auschwitz, and it's told by one of the female prisoners' points of view. You read in the Tattooist of Auschwitz how she was one of the sort of secretaries that ended up going off and basically being sort of like a sex slave to one of the prison guards. But you hear a lot more about her story and what happened, not just in there, but after she left the Auschwitz and what happened to her. And I think that was really interesting. Again, it's probably going to be a trigger one that's going to make me cry. But the next one is Postscript by Cecilia Ahern. It's the sequel to P.S. I Love You. I can't wait to read that. I really love Cecilia Ahern's books, as you well know, and that one looks fantastic. I can't wait to pick that up. I can't wait to read that. And obviously some of the other books that I've told you about. Favourite book community member. I am going to give 2 people's names, but if I don't talk about you, it's not that I don't love you. I love so many of you. Like I said, this book community is absolutely amazing. I'm not going to say Charlie, my sister, because that's too obvious. We all know I love her. There's 2 ladies that I'm going to say about, as they're 2 people that I speak to every single day. 2 of my rocks that I've met them. I'm going to meet them. Sorry. By the time you see this, I think I might have met both of them. Don't know when this is going to go up, but they are Julie from The Hungry Bookworm. I love her. She was one of the first friends I started talking to on here. Actually, I'm going to say 3 people, actually. But anyway, she's one of the first friends I spoke to on here. She has literally been a rock to me. I went to see her on, what was my last Saturday. And even though my knee was bad, even though I was in extremely amounts of pain, she looked after me, and she's one of the warmest, funniest ladies I've ever met, and I love her channel. She really is amazing. The other one is Simone. Now, we've not been friends a huge amount of time. Again, Charlie introduced us, but I have totally fallen in love with her. She's completely, not in a weird way, sounds really weird, but no, she's amazing. I speak to her every day. We now do video chats sometimes. We talk a lot. She's amazing. She's so supportive. She's so funny. Her videos are amazing. She's brilliant. So I really wanted to say her. There are a couple of people, and I think I will link a couple of other channels below if I can, if I've got enough room in the descriptions. Oh yeah, Nikki. I'll also say Nikki from I read past my bedtime, because she's another one. I can't do this. I've got like a million of them. I think what I would do is I would say the people I'm going to tag are also some of my favourites, and that way it kind of links you all together, because that way I don't really want to be picking anyone out of that. So yes, the 3 people I'm going to say officially are obviously Nikki, Simone and Julie. But the people I'm going to tag in the comments, you guys are also absolutely amazing. Okay, Bailey, you know you're out there. I know you'll love you too. Okay, so I'm going to tag those people. So I couldn't pick a favourite person. I've got too many. I can't say... Like I said, if I haven't mentioned your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you to pieces. It's just I had to limit it down. So, okay. So I am going to tag some people. Like I said, the people I tag are also absolutely incredible. Check out their channels. They're fantastic. They are Clint from Reads Readers. Tag you. Love you, guy. You're amazing. You're so funny. Just mentioned Nikki. So Nikki, you are tagged as well, if you haven't done this one already. Lacey, love you. She is from Turn the Page. She's fantastic, so check her out. Nicole, another fantastic, genuine friend. She is from A Beautiful Book of A Beautiful Chaos. I will again link her channel. I don't think I've said it completely right, but she's linked. And I am going to say Charlie from Charlie Brooke. I love you. You're the best sister anyone could ever wish for. So check out their channels. Hope to watch all their videos because I love watching their videos. But guys, that's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to me, press on the ding-a-ling button. I love it. I love hearing from you all. And I'll tell you what, the pinned comment below is going to be, what's your favourite book of the year so far? I'd love to hear from you. Have a fantastic day, guys. Take care. Bye.